Mandatory evacuations are underway on Hatteras Island. Residents and tourists have to leave the island beginning at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. After 5 a.m., no one is allowed access to Hatteras Island. There's a voluntary evacuation for residents and visitors in Hyde County. That's from Ocracoke to Hatteras. 10 on your side's Erin spent the day on the Outer Banks.
By 5 a.m., you won't be able to get on Hatteras Island. Officials want residents and visitors to get moving during the daytime before the weather gets worse. And tonight we found just as many people heading out as getting ready to hunker down. Wednesday night suddenly became a busy time for this gas station on Hatteras Island. Karen Lang of New York had to cut short her vacation in the Outer Banks.
Our family comes every year, 4th of July week. We spend about 2 weeks, and it's been happening for about 30 years. And we never expected a storm at this time of year.
Late Wednesday afternoon, Dare County issued a mandatory evacuation order for Hatteras Island starting Thursday morning. Hatteras native Dale Stump was fueling up too, but said he won't be leaving.
Arthur, it's some wind and rain. Been here through Irene, Isabel, all of them.
And Philip Beck had no plans to head for the mainland either, even knowing what he does about hurricanes.
Irene, my last one, was disaster. 30 inches of water in my house, my dog swimming around my living room. If I would have left, though, everything I had would have been ruined.
We work here, we thrive off of the 4th of July profit, so it's kind of a bummer to have this all happen. So on a storm coming in on a big weekend like this, it's not good.
Whether people were staying or going, it was good business for Joanne Midgett's store.
The store here?
Rocking.
Yeah. It's really been top busy all day long.
Throughout the island, there were signs the locals were preparing for anything. High winds, rough seas, and roads impassable by sand.
Nothing you can do about it. It's weather. Mother Nature at her best.
Dare County officials say if you are evacuating to an area north of here, they want you to head west on 64 to I-95. They want to avoid delaying any evacuations because people are going through Hampton roads. In Nags Head, Erin, 10 on your side.
And North Carolina officials say they've been in touch with utility companies to prepare for any possible outages. Ferry service between the islands is now running around the clock and more often to help people evacuate. There are no tolls. The ferry service will run until the weather makes it too dangerous to operate. Officials tell us that is likely to happen tomorrow afternoon.
As Tropical Storm Arthur moves closer, Dare County officials have spent the day monitoring conditions. They issued a state of emergency for all of Dare County earlier this evening. The area is expecting high winds, rough seas, and dangerous rip currents. Emergency officials are asking everyone to make a disaster preparedness kit.
Really, what we're telling everyone is stay tuned, stay in touch with the forecast, monitor the situation, because we know that we're going to have impacts on Friday morning. We know that, a tropical storm conditions throughout the county.
NCDOT has crews staged along Route 12 for any possible water and sand overwash.
Several vacationers and residents were at Nags Head enjoying the beautiful weather today. Many didn't seem too worried about Tropical Storm Arthur. Most people we talked to say they plan to ride it out.
We're waiting and seeing. That's where we are right now. Talked to a lot of the local people, and they've said won't amount to anything.
I'm a little concerned, but I have faith, and if it's meant to be for us to leave here, then we'll probably pack up and go. We're not going to do anything crazy.
Some people say they will leave if things get too intense.
As Arthur moves closer, people in Kitty Hawk are keeping a close eye on the conditions. You can see the weather was perfect today on the Outer Banks. Along the beach, we found plenty of out-of-towners who are well aware of the forecast. Many of them have never been through a tropical storm. Some are concerned, but most say they will just ride it out.
Well, we're keeping our eye on it, but my sister lives down here, and the locals don't seem to be too worried, so we're not worried yet.
Looks like it's going to be interesting. I mean, I don't think it's going to be dangerous, particularly from watching, but it looks like something you don't want to just blow off either.
Businesses are concerned. Most say July 4th is one of the busiest summer holidays, and they're afraid tourists might stay away because of the storm.